So kids first, and we do have a fair few kids taking part this time. And this is a very popular costume, but I don't think I've ever seen one quite this small. We have Goon Becker here as Deadpool. With parents when the Deadpool movie comes out, so I understand it's not going to be a PG movie. So, our next cosplayer is Mega Jess. Here is Hilda from Legend of Zelda. Is Hilda from Legend of Zelda. Now this is a fantastic character from a fantastic movie. I haven't seen this cosplay done terribly often, and I do like the interpretation here, the adaptation with the hands. We have Jaden coming on stage next as Edward Scissorhands. Awesome stuff. So yes, that's Jaden as Edward Scissorhands. We have our first performance now, and it includes one very young cosplayer. So lots of support from the audience, please. We have Faith and Nikki. Here is Childleg and Battle Navi from Legend of Zelda.
Hey, listen!
And all of our kiddie cosplayers that came up on stage, if they head over to Tokyo Toys will give them all some free gifts for taking part in the masquerade. So big thank you to Tokyo Toys for their generous support of all of our kiddie cosplayers. Tokyo Toys have always been keen supporters of the masquerade. Big thank you there for encouraging the next generation of cosplayers, the next few generations, judging by the age of some of them. Okay, we now have a fair number of junior entries actually, which is good to see. This here is Gears. She was built back in 1898 where everything was really boring and really old. She lives in Kazoo Land where everything is mad. Caution, she is a fanbot of steam-powered giraffe and has fought in a war with copper elephants and robots.
Same thing. Although it's automaton French, roughly built like me. The first time I opened my mouth to speak, the steam escaped to the air. A black oil dripped from my lips and onto the ground. One day I took hold of my photoreceptors and I bleed me with the same stars. Our eyes will flash of blues and greens through the night. It's just our atomic time, yeah. Electronic harmonics. People are soaring, the highways exploring, higher than they've ever been before. But we are still down here, feet on the ground. The lower rises up with the rays. Auto quixotic, stark and robotic, mechanical in nature all the time. Impulses are firing in our head wiring, guiding all our actions and being. It's just our atomic.
As good as robotics and steam-powered giraffe. We have a bit of a fandom mashup here. It's Disney crossed with a spot of Sailor Moon, so original designs here. Fighting villains by moonlight, fighting princes by daylight, Luna, Pyra and Aria are here as Sailor Rapunzel, Sailor Merida and Sailor Elsa.
Nesse
Luna, Pyra and Aria there as the Sailor Moon Disney princesses. Straight from Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, we have Melissa as Foxy Pyra and Jenna as Freddy Fazbear himself. Of course, the fourth instalment of that game's very suddenly turned up on Steam, and brave soul that I am, I'm going to watch Markiplier play it instead. Yeah, that's how I deal with Freddy. Right, a game I can actually play, though very badly. We've got a League of Legends character next. Jemima is here posing as Bittersweet Lulu. Up on stage next, we have a performance. It's Lita cosplaying as the wizard from Diablo 3. That was our final junior entry, so yes, all of those cosplayers there are in the 12 to 15 age bracket, so fantastic stuff to all of our kiddie and all of our junior cosplayers, our up-and-coming next generation. Our next cosplayer is simply marvellous. Saffron is here as, yes, Ms. Marvel.
your religion, don't understand your family, don't understand the wisdom. Someone dig in your hearts and never listen to those whispers in the midst of what they're telling children. Cause your family doesn't quite get it. All the stuff you're into every night's comics movie sitting in your room and dressed.
So fantastic stuff. That was Sapphire's Ms. Marvel. Our next entrant is Raffaele cosplaying as Raffaele. I practiced it backstage, and the moment I put the mic to my mouth, I get it wrong. Raffaele cosplaying as Jaina Proudmoore in her Tempest regalia from Heroes of the Storm.
I am Jaina Proudmoore. We don't need to fight, but if you insist, so be it. If one Murloc is here, there are more nearby, aren't there? Served cold, just the way I like it.
Destroy them.
What's wrong? Afraid of me?
Let them have it.
You asked for it.
Retreat.
Just where do you think you're going? By the way, if you're holding on for a Frozen reference, just let it go.
Fantastic stuff. So that was Raffaele and as Jaina Proudmoore from Heroes of the Storm and various other Blizzard Entertainment franchises. From the pages of the Game of Thrones novels, I'm sure there's some Game of Thrones fans here. We have Cthulhu and Juno cosplay here as best friends, Cersei Lannister and Sansa Stark. Our next cosplayer is Pippa Wolf cosplay, and she's here as Protoss Kerrigan from StarCraft 2. Cosplay as Protoss Kerrigan from StarCraft 2. We have an original design next. Rising from the ashes once more, the Phoenix takes the stage. Dusk is our own original character, Phoenix. all the performances this time are going to be a surprise to me as well, because somebody else was checking through all the performances. So here we go. It's a performance from the most sophisticated corner of Tumblr blogging. You can see why I was concerned. The girl with the sassy eyebrows, the fearless queen of badassery, Sarah as Marceline, the vampire queen.
I wish to explain an issue. We need to unite with cosplayers, because we're all nerds alike. And when we stand together, you know that we can battle the people that try to contradict us. Because we know that we are stronger when we are united. Because as a front, we may feel weak. We may not be the most elaborate, the most creative, or even the most confident. But we are one when we are united and we're together. Because we know when we're all of us are all here, we are all the same because we all embrace who we want to be. We need no say from anyone else to qualify if we're good enough. Because no matter your skills, your weight, your height, anything, you can be whatever cosplay you want to be. No one can tell you different. Not even any other cosplayers, because there's just no need to listen to them. If anyone wishes to contradict you, it's not right. And you know that everyone is valued, no matter who you are or where you come from. You are all united, and you are all as good as each other.
Lovely stuff there. That was a soliloquy from Sarah, who is cosplaying as Marceline the Vampire Queen, the battle version, I understand. Our next cosplayer is Bryony. She's here as the Magda leader of the Coven from Diablo 3. That was Bryony as Magda from Diablo 3, and she has left many gifts for us. You don't generally get to keep them, sadly. From the distant lands of Zingia comes King Sinbad, conqueror of the Seven Seas, and his most loyal general, Jafar. King Sinbad and Jafar, who is clearly more loyal than Mazra because Mazra wasn't here. This entry is wild, rebellious, and full of attitude. She may be immature, but she has a good heart. With the aid of Garnet, Pearl, and Stephen, this crystal gem will never let you down. Presenting Michelle as Amethyst from Steven Universe. That was Michelle as Amethyst from Steven Universe. And up next, from the ever-popular Legend of Zelda franchise, Ocarina of Time more specifically, we have Julia as a femme-inspired Link. Julia as Link in Legend of Zelda. From the creative mind of Akira Toriyama and the fandom that inspired all fandoms comes Men in Tight Spandex, cute young boys, a dirty old pervert, a pickle out of the jar, and of course the crazy women who love them. Presenting members from Dragon Ball Cosplay UK on a quest to find a dragon's balls. awesome stuff there. Particularly happy to see a launch cosplayer. Fantastic stuff. And I understand, I understand that certain people have been raising that old Goku versus Superman argument again. And of course it's a really stupid argument. Of course Superman beats Goku. Wait. Superman beats Goku because that's what always happens. Goku loses, then he goes away and trains, then he loses again and dies, and trains while he's dying. Then the third time, or maybe the fourth time, maybe the fifth time, either Goku will beat Superman or he'll get his little kid to do it. That's how it goes. He doesn't win the fights to start with. There'd be a very short manga if it was like that. Time for our next cosplayer. Stubbled grapes as the saviour herself, Lightning from Lightning Returns.
If it's the savior you want, you've got her.
Chosen one, become my blade. Cast aside all that you are. Throw down your life for the sake of my youth.
To save the people of this world, I would give everything I am. Hear our prayers, God. Let your blessings rain down upon us.
Yea, you are the true savior. Lead my people and become a beacon of salvation.
In the name of Radiant God, I bear aloft this light and banish the darkness. I am the true savior. I was made to serve God. But if that God lies to me, then he dies.
That was fantastically named Stubbled Grapes as Lightning from Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns. And our next entry from Cracked Cosplay is Beth as Kida from Disney's Atlantis. Are we ready for another performance, perchance? Well, I hope you are, because here's Dave as Two-Face from Batman.
No, we're trapped like rats in a cage. Pac-Man is right behind us. Look at all these fine, upstanding, law-abiding citizens. They'll never let us escape. It's worse. Look, right there. The most powerful superheroes of all. Cosplay judges. This was your terrible plan. I should give you a lesson in robbing banks. You couldn't give me a lesson in long-distance spitting. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. anything. Can you bake a pie? No, neither can I, idiot. Any bank you can rob, I can rob faster. I can rob any bank faster than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can do a great crime in a manner sublime. I can steal the money with no need to worry. I can open any safe, and we're about to be caught, so that counts for naught. Well, any punch you can throw, I can throw harder. I can throw any punch harder than you. Oh, no, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Ow, ow.
Sometimes this job is just too easy.
Dave is Two-Face, but of course with a special guest appearance there by Batman. Remember, the past can hurt, but you can either run from it or learn from it. Here's Iron Manda as Rafiki from The Lion King.
Night and the spirit of life calling Mamelania, and the voice with the fear of a child answers, I am Mamelania.
Musical version of The Lion King. Up on stage next, we have Cloak and Scissors cosplay as Madama Kepri from Bayonetta 2, the Demoness and Protector of Time. stage now, we have Emily, here as a Zelda villain, the Usurper King, Zant. Time for a performance now, as we have Flaming Katie here as the pre-tier.
果てしない広がるこの空、新しい自分に生まれ変わる、世界中幸せの勇気を降らせてみせるよ。目はつかぬものこの手中に伸ばせない決められた明日はない黙っていてもわかるあの日出会いは偶然じゃない遠い瞳に永遠感じた触れてゆく夕日が
Costume is daunting, performing that much more so, so big kudos to everyone that's doing a performance here at MCM Manchester this weekend. Our next cosplayer is Rebecca. She's here as the Mockingjay from District 13. May the odds be ever in your favour.
You can torture us and bomb us and burn our districts to the ground. But do you see that? Fire is catching. And if we burn, you burn with us.
There, I love you. Our next cosplayer, Kieran, the character he's cosplaying needs no introduction, but let's do this as one anyway. One ring to rule them all. One ring to find them, one ring to bring them all, and in the darkness, bind them. Your siren is now beginning his dominion of the tech desk by the looks of it. They obviously had one of the rings. Not anymore. Our next cosplayer is also performing. It's ex-Jessica. Here is Hanayo from Love Live School Idol Project. Love Live School Idol Project. I had to stop playing the game on my phone because there's no easy way to explain to people that you're playing a game which involves touching girls' faces to the beat of the music. There's just no good way to explain it. Try not to cry, but you'll know this character is the most unexpected death ever. From Cracked Cosplay, Kai as Final Fantasy VII's Aerith. Aerith may take the crown for most unexpected video game death ever, but Martian success and the Desco fans remember.
Spoilers!
Guido Goji, no! Hired for today only from Devil May Cry Agency, the Demon Slayers, Dante and Lady. I always like to see cosplays that I've never seen in a masquerade before, and given that I've seen masquerades which have included people cosplaying as a bus and as a moon transforming into some kind of mystical eyeball. It's quite rare that I see a costume for the first time in Masquerade. Here is one though. It's a two-dimensional creature lost in a three-dimensional aquatic world, longing for a purpose. SpongeBob's answer to Frankenstein's monster, Doodle Bob. Masquerade. Time for a performance now. We have Lee cosplaying as Princess Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Lee as Princess Azula. Our next cosplayer is Lucy, and she's here as DJ Sona from League of Legends. The skin that changes the in-game music. It's absolutely brilliant. Love it. Here's a champion I can actually play. We have Ember as Fresh, the Chain Warden from League of Legends. Our next cosplayer is Anna. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. A magical place where fancy and fun come to life. We remind you that Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for injury or dismemberment. Cove goes Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. Performance now. After stumbling across an unlocked costume cupboard, Ahiru, a failing ballet student at King Khan Academy, can't help but put on a romantic tutu and daydream of dancing the role of the sylph. Shoujo anime ever, Princess Tutu. It's not up for debate, it actually is. Cold, hard fact. Coming up on stage now, we have Luna-chan cosplay as a faun who goes by the name of Sage. Sage. Next up is Siduan as Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Tu
magician now. Coming up on stage now, please welcome the mistress herself, Harley Quinn. That was Kylie as Harley Quinn. We have a performance now. Here's to the misfits, the ones who see things differently, people crazy enough to try and change the world. Introducing Clockwork Dandy Noodles as the Lord of Change. As Lord of Change, which is of course a greater demon of the Chaos God Zench from the Warhammer universe. In case you didn't know, I just thought I'd drop that in there. Greater demon and all. Our next cosplayer comes to the stage is Lucy, known as KZ, and she's here cosplaying her Mesmer from Guild Wars 2, wearing the Tier 3 light human cultural armour. Cosplaying as her Mesmer from Guild Wars 2. Now, when I get surprises sprung on me, such as just stand in the middle of the stage and, you know, go with it. I always get a little bit worried, so here we go. Coming onto the stage, we have Dr. Harley and Quinn.
Call me Harley, everyone does. Hey, can I tell you a joke? Yeah, sure. When is the Joker plotting an order? I don't know. But he's too busy riding a Harley. Mrs. James, look what I found. He looks a bit sad though, so can I tell him another joke?
You know what happened to the last guy? Go and stand over there.
Sorry, but...
Let me talk to these nice people. Tough crowd. You want to hear another joke? Who's it about? It's about the Batman. Knock, knock. Who's there? Not his parents. Are these your friends? Look, buddy, if I was running the show, the panel would be so much better. Slower. Dumber. Twice as dead. We can't kill them, can we, Harley?
Yeah, you did manage to kill Robin once, actually.
I'll do it again. Oh, you truly are corruptible, aren't you? Well, has anybody seen my bestest bug bats? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can rest assured that when I kill him, and I will, it won't be out of some misplaced sense of self-righteousness. And I won't kill you, Harley. You're too much fun. And bats, you can't keep me in a padded cell.
Maybe we can share it. I mean, they might have to with the way the city keeps them losing their minds.
Shut up, Harley. You. I'll break your spirit completely. Just wait until you see what I've done with the best of them. Wait till you see what the real heroes have done. Then all these criminals will be released onto the streets, and Manchester will understand the true nature of Comic-Con! Perhaps.
Order?
All it takes for order to descend into chaos is one really bad day! if I do you. You've got to have an ace up your sleeve. Mine's Harley.
Graham and Katie as Harley and the Joker from the Batman universe, ladies and gentlemen. I wasn't worried about the Joker killing me. She might have hurt me really, really bad, I understand. Oh yeah, it's the old Joker, not the tattooed version. Coming up on stage now, Sapphire Cosplay are here as the Sailor Scouts. It's Roth, the Chaos Space Marine Berserker.
She's a junior, and I think the cosplay, we both think actually the cosplay she's done, outstanding, phenomenal, and I think you'll all agree. So can Jemima Bissett, can you come back up on stage, sweetheart, as Lulu from League of Legends? Let's go, guys.
Well, I've been asked to introduce this one as he can't do it really. Basically, we were sat there, had his hound laughter all the way through the performance here. So this is why he can't actually announce it, because it is actually Graham and Katie as Harley Quinn and the Joker. So back to me. Basically, and you know, when she left judging, we had a look through the reference photos. Again, this is for the runner-up, and some of the reference images we couldn't actually tell weren't her.
It was far too difficult to tell them apart. It was
really hard.
It was really hard. It was far too difficult to tell them apart. The the level of detail in this, when you get up close to it, is fantastic.
So, can we get Iron Man the cosplay on stage?
Right. So, I have the unenviable task of announcing the Euro Cosplay representative for 2015. This person will be going on to represent the UK with our other entrant that was decided in May in the October competition with countless others from all over Europe and the world. Euro Cosplay. Well, Russia's not really Europe. Is it? My geography's crap. I live in Gotham City. You point that out on a map. Anyway, we both feel that this deserved it from the off. We took a long time deciding. What can you say? It was just...
There was so much that was put into the costume. There were so many different elements of it. There was so many different skills used in it. It was really, really nice to look at, and the performance was just stellar as well.
The performance itself, I think, really sold it for us. So, can I have... alright, your Euro Cosplay representative for 2015 to go on into October is Bryony Harris as Magdalena of the Crown from Theatrical. Let's hear it, guys. Massive round of applause.
One more time, everybody. You represent.
I'm sure without a shadow of doubt that the judges would have given 10 more points if they could, because there were so many absolutely fantastic costumes in this masquerade, wasn't there, ladies and gentlemen? I do not envy the difficult job the judges had assessing construction, assessing accuracy, assessing style. Absolutely fantastic. Obviously not everyone in the masquerade chooses to compete, but definitely some fantastic winners and some absolutely fantastic other costumes they would have won at any other event, I'm sure, but this one, the competition was extremely fierce. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of the Saturday MCM Manchester Comic Con 2015.